It's Mary Precious on Bookworth TV. Welcome to this second lesson on confusing words in English. Endeavor to join me to the end to get the best of this lesson. Let's get started. Here we have maybe. Both expressions have similar meanings. They imply possibility. However, the one that is a verb has a past form, might be. In your sentence, if the past tense form is meaningful, then you know that may be is the right choice for you. Maybe is written and pronounced as one word. It is an adverb that means perhaps. Can you cope with the rent of this house? I can't really say. Maybe I can. The second maybe is a verb phrase. May is a modal auxiliary, while be is the main verb. You can replace it with its past form, might be. Have you seen Martha? No, I haven't. Let's go. This may be your last chance before she leaves. Here we have there, T-H-E-R-E and T-H-E-I-R. These two different words are often confused, mainly because they sound alike, but they do not have the same meaning nor the same part of speech. The T-H-E-R-E is usually a pronoun or an adverb of place as opposite of here. There is room in here. Do come in, please. Thanks. May I sit there? There, T-H-E-I-R, is a possessive adjective that is always accompanied by the noun it is qualifying. Were James and John at the party? Yes, their father brought them. And here we have borrow and lend. Borrow, verb, is a word that means to take something for a short while with the intention of returning it to its rightful owner. Where is your pen? I can't find it. May I borrow from Daniel, please? Lend is also a verb. It means to give with the intention of having it back. Why aren't you writing, David? I can't find my pen. I think I lost it. The simple trick in the use of these two words is that the giver lends, while the receiver borrows. Don't worry, I'll lend you mine. Here we have lose and lose. Lose is a verb with the past tense lost. It means to fail to win or not able to find. I honestly hope your team doesn't lose again today. Keep this money with you. Try not to lose it. Loose is an adjective that means not tight. Why do you keep pulling up your trousers, David? They are loose. I need a belt. Once you have understood how each of these words is pronounced and used, the next thing is to be careful with the spelling. Here we have past, P-A-S-T, and past, P-A-S-S-E-D. Past can be an adjective or an adverb. As an adverb, it comes after the verb. In sentences, I didn't see Martha this past hour. She ran past not too long. Past, P-A-S-S-E-D, is the past tense and past participle forms of the verb to pass. Did you pass your driving test? Oh yes, I also passed my promotional exam. Here we have illicit, E-L-I-C-I-T and I-L-L-I-C-I-T. Though these two words have different spellings, they are pronounced the same way, hence the confusion sometimes. Elicit is a verb that means to get information or reaction from somebody. Do you think Lucy is guilty? She may be. Her tears elicited great sympathy from the bystanders. Illicit, on the other hand, is an adjective. It means unlawful. What were the two boys arrested for this morning? Well, some illicit drugs were found in their possession. On this slide, we have collide and collude. Collide is a verb that means two things crashing into each other. While are Joy and Juliet in the sick bay? They collided while running on the dark corridor. Collude is a verb that means to plot. Either John or James is guilty of the crime. No, both of them are. They colluded to defraud the company. Here we have desert and desert. Desert is a noun, a place with plenty sand and little water. Desert can also be pronounced as desert, which is a verb that means to abandon. Did the soldiers desert their post? Yes, they escaped through the desert. Dessert is a noun, which means sweet food eaten at the end of a meal. What are we having for dessert? There is vanilla ice cream with some cakes. These words are pronounced the same way as compliment. Compliment, C-O-M-P-L-E-M-E-N-T, is a verb that means to add something in a way that makes it attractive, or a noun which means that which completes. Did you enjoy your meal? It was great. The dessert was a good compliment for the jollof rice. And compliment, C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T, can also be a noun or a verb. As a noun, it is a praise given to someone. And as a verb, it is to tell someone that you like something they have done. Uju passed very well this term. Yes, even our teacher complimented her efforts. Again, these two words have the same pronunciation but do not have the same meanings. Principle. We have it as P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. As a noun, is the head of a school. As an adjective, it means main or most important. What is the principal reason for the unrest among the students? They are protesting the unjust replacement of their principal, Mr. James. Principle, as P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E, is a noun meaning a strong belief or moral rule that influences your decisions. Why does Mary always behave so well? Her parents instilled high moral principles in her. Here we have counsel. Counsel is a noun which means a group of people that consults or advises. You look so radiant today. I'm so happy I have been accepted into the local examination council. Counsel, at C-O-U-N-S-E-L, can be a verb meaning to advise or a verb meaning advice. Who counseled you to take such action? It was my friend, Abel. Here we have imminent. Imminent, as E-M-I-N-E-N-T, is an adjective. It means famous or respected. In sentences, do you know Angel's father? Who doesn't? Isn't he the eminent surgeon in this town? Imminent, as I-M-M-I-N-E-N-T, is also an adjective. It means likely to happen soon. Why are you in such a hurry to get home? Look up and see that rain is imminent. Lastly, we have stationery. Stationery, S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y, is an adjective that means standing still. What caused the driver's accident? His car ran into a stationary lorry last night. Then stationery, S-T-A-T-I-O-N-E-R-Y, is a noun that refers to materials for writing and office use. We need to restock the office. Indeed, we have run out of stationery. Thanks for joining me to this end. Next is the activity slide. Activity. From the pair of words in the brackets, Choose the one that appropriately completes the sentence. 1. Do not leave the city. Your assistance dash needed again. The correct answer is maybe. Do not leave the city. Your assistance may be needed again. 2. Everyone submitted dash projects yesterday. Is it there with T-H-E-I-R or there with T-H-E-R-A? The correct one is there with T-H-E-I-R. Everyone submitted their projects yesterday. 3. If you dash me the money, I promise to pay back in 2 weeks. The correct answer is lend. If you lend me the money, I promise to pay back in 2 weeks. 4. Your shoelace is dash, you may trip. Is it loose or loose? The correct one is loose. Your shoelace is loose, you may trip. 5. Go dash the church ahead and turn left. Past, that's P-A-S-T, or past, that's P-A-S-S-E-D. The correct one is past, P-A-S-T. Go past the church ahead and turn left. 6. The survey will dash the desired responses from the youths. Illicit, the I-L-L-I-C-I-T or E-L-I-C-I-T. The correct option is E-L-I-C-I-T. The survey will elicit the desired responses from the youth. 7. It is obvious the manager was working in dash with the chief accountant. Is it collision or collusion? The correct one is collusion. It is obvious the manager was working in collusion with the chief accountant. 8. You really don't need any dash after such a heavy meal. Dessert or desert? The answer is dessert. You really don't need any dessert after such a heavy meal. 9. Uju blushes whenever someone dash her beauty. Is it compliment with P-L-I or compliment with P-L-A? The correct answer is compliments with P-L-A. Uju blushes whenever someone compliments her beauty. 10. It's against Daniel's dash to put play before work. Is it principle with P-A-L, principle with P-L-A? The correct one is principle with P-L-A. It's against Daniel's principle to put play before work. 11. The manager's dash put the company in a huge mess. The manager's dash put the company in a huge mess. Counsel, is it C-O-U-N-C-I-L or C-O-U-N-S-E-L? The correct one is C-O-U-N-S-E-L. The manager's counsel put the company in a huge mess. 12. We have to be prepared. An attack from our enemies is dash. Imminent, is it imminent with E-M-I-N-E-N-T or I-M-M-I-N-E-N-T? The correct one is imminent with I-M-M-I-N-E-N-T. We have to be prepared. An attack from our enemies is imminent. 13. School resumes next week. Mother will buy us dash. Stationery. The correct one is stationery. S-T-A-T-I-O-N-E-R-Y. School resumes next week. Mother will buy us stationery. Thanks for staying with me to the end. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more interesting lessons on English.